Welcome, in front of me is a Xiaomi Mi Note 10 Lite, and today I'll show you a couple tweaks and tricks that I can do on this device. So we're going to begin with the dark mode, which allows you to simply set a dark tone to almost everything. And to do it, the simplest way to do it is pull down the notification panel and look for the toggle, which should be, oh there it is, the first one on the second page. And you can see everything goes to dark mode. And I believe this is actually an AMOLED display, and if so, then it will also save the battery, because any black background on an AMOLED display doesn't actually need to be lit up. So when you, for instance, go to the notifications, you can see that everything that is fully black right here is not actually being lit up. And also, this extends to things like your apps, so dialer, messages, gallery, as you can see. Majority of the apps now, not every one of them will be supported. If you open some of them, they might not. Finding them right now might be a little bit of a challenge. Not sure which one might not be supported. It looks like the Mi Remote is not, as you can see. It's in more of a light tone. But yeah, also the apps that you will download from Play Store might not be supported. That is more dependent on the developer themselves rather than the phone. But moving on, we're going to go into the option for hiding the notch, and as you can see, if I change this to light, there is actually a, I almost can show it, there we go, oh, it's kind of here too. Okay, now we can see, so there's a teardrop notch, and not everybody's a fan of it, but you can actually hide it by going into the settings, and then I'm going to go to display, down to notch and status bar, and hide notch. And here are different visual options. So right now it's on the top one. You can set it to the second one, which in my opinion is probably the best one if you want to get rid of the notch. It keeps still all the times and stuff like that in there, so it doesn't move everything down, while the last one will shift your entire screen a little bit down, and you virtually don't get to use that screen in there, which seems to not be very productive. So in my opinion, this is the best one. Oh, there we go, this one. If you don't want the notch, of course. So it basically makes it black. You don't really see it, but still the time and all the information are kept up there, and you're not really losing that screen in this case. Then moving on, we're going to go into another option called split screen, and this is just a good app to use two different apps at the same time. Now the best case scenario for this, in my opinion, is when you're listening to YouTube. You can open it up in split screen. So you go like so, as you can see, and from here you can either choose one that is in your recents, or you can tap on home. It will minimize it, as you can see, and from here you can just simply open up the app that you wish to split screen with. So tap on any kind of app. Now one thing that I will mention, not every app is supported by split screen. So if you open up things like, for instance, your camera, it will exit the split screen and open up camera as a full screen app. But other than that, you can listen to music right here while doing other stuff on your browser. So let me just quickly mute that so there is no sound. I'm gonna open up whatever first thing is, and as you can see, the video is playing. It will also have sound if I would unmute it, and I can still interact with my Chrome below, so you can see that it works just fine. And to leave this, you will need to drag one of the apps to full screen, so do it like so, then press on the home to close it. Then moving on, we're gonna go into the game turbo, which is a function built in and not really visible right now, but it's built into the device, so you can launch games from it, and you will get a better performance from your games on. And also I have some options for instance, notifications, calls like that, so you're not being interrupted while doing this. And to get this going, we're going to go into special features right here, and at the top you have game turbo. It's just a green. As you can see, it doesn't really find anything in here. I don't have any game on my device right now. But if you, for instance, do have games, they will be visible right here. If they're not, you can always tap on the plus button and from here check the app that the Game Turbo isn't recognizing as a game, so you just check it on like so, go back, and there it is. And you also have the settings. So from here you have the couple options like the this is already enabled, and game shortcuts. So this allows you to have like a panel for shortcuts, home page, orientation, that doesn't really matter. Performance mode, start. So right now it's enabled if you launch the apps from right over here, and there should be also the, where is it? There we go, game DND. So you have the do not disturb mode, answer calls hands-free, so automatically when you answer calls they go to a loudspeaker, so you don't have to put your phone to your face. Enhanced experience, so this one what does restrict selected system features when playing games. Let's see what is in there. Turn off auto brightness, turn off reading mode. So you have a couple of things that you can turn on if you don't like them. I'm not really sure. Auto brightness might be annoying, so I would probably turn that on. Turn on off reading mode. Nope, I don't think anybody runs the phone with reading mode. It's just becoming a little bit too yellowish, if I'm correct. There we go. It's kind of gonna look like this, so I don't think very many people run with this constantly on. Don't open notification shade. This properly is also good, so when you're swiping on your device you won't be opening up the notification while playing games. And you had also the screenshot gesture, which is the two keys right here. And yeah, once basically that's all set, you can just leave it and launch games from here to get all the benefits of this option here. And moving on to the last thing that I wanted to show, and probably the best in my opinion, would be the gesture navigation. So as you can see right now we have the bit outdated buttons on the bottom, but we can change it into actual gestures, so these will disappear and be substituted with you just kind of swiping your fingers from a specific place of the screen to perform, I don't know, like the home or back recent action. And to get started, we're going to go into the settings and additional settings right here, and then full screen display, where you have it right over here. So you can already see it shows you an animation of how this works and also how it looks like. So just check that on, and we can go through a learning process of it. If you have never used it before, it's probably a good thing to try it out. So let's go to learn. Swipe from the bottom quickly, so that's the home. Then swipe from the sides, I believe. Nope, it's swipe and hold to go to recent. So swipe and hold, and then from the sides, so you can see it goes back, and also from here too. Now also, as you can see, when you swipe from the side, it brings you up this arrow, so you know that you're gonna go back. And I'm done. And now if you swipe from the bottom, you can see it goes home, swipe and hold, recent, and swipe from the sides, goes back. And it's really a nice way to navigate your display. Also removes those buttons, they're not needed anymore. And on top of that, it lowers the icons a little bit lower to the ground, so you're getting a bit more out of your display. But this would conclude all this week's tricks that I wanted to share. And if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.